Good evening. You are watching Reporters Diary on the Eco of India's Facebook page as well as on its YouTube channel. Before we move ahead with the reporters, let me bring to you the important points that are making news today. With the COVID 19 pandemic showing no respite, the government today launched a public awareness drive to advise people and things they should do and avoid to keep the infection at bay. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his ministerial colleagues asked people to follow precautions like wearing masks and maintaining social distancing to defeat the coronavirus pandemic. Launching the campaign, the Prime Minister said India's coronavirus fight is people driven and gets great strength from its COVID warriors. He also urged the masses to unite in fight against the virus. The Supreme Court today said freedom of speech and expression is the most abused right in recent times. The Apex Court today pulled up the center for its evasive and brazen affidavit on media coverage of the Tablighi Jamaat event earlier this year. A bench headed by Chief Justice of India S.A. Bobde today heard pleas of Jamiat Ulama-e-Hind and others alleging that a section of media was spreading communal hatred over Tablighi Jamaat congregation during the onset of COVID-19 pandemic. The bench made this remark when senior advocate Dushyant Dave, appearing for Jamaat, said the center in its affidavit has stated that petitioners are trying to muzzle freedom of speech and expression. Air Chief Marshal RKS Bhaduria today said the Indian Air Force has demonstrated its resolve, operational capability, and will to effectively engage with the adversary whenever the need arises. The Air Chief commended the Air Warriors for their prompt response in the recent standoff in view of the bitter border row with China. Addressing audience on the occasion of Indian Air Force's 88th anniversary, the Air Chief also assured that the force will evolve and be ever ready to safeguard India's sovereignty and interests in all circumstances. The Indian Meteorology Department Director General Mrutyunjay Mohapatra today said the IMD will release dynamic and impact-based cyclone warnings for districts this season to minimize economic losses and damage to property due to the intense weather system. Speaking on chasing the cyclones at an event here, the IMD top brass said the new system will give specific warnings. According to him, if a district is to be hit by winds up to 160 km per hour, it will warn about the kind of infrastructure that is likely to be damaged, and these can be mapped. The Democratic Party has criticized US President Donald Trump for announcing sweeping changes to the H-1B non-immigrant visa program in decades without public scrutiny. They said the move was an attempt to score last-minute political points ahead of the presidential election. Now, these are the major points that we have in news. Now, we are joined by our team of reporters, Asmita, Razia, Riddhi. Yes, we start with you, Riddhi. What all happening?
Hi, Safi. The first news that I would like to highlight today is the violent clashes erupted between the supporters of BJP, Yuva Morcha, and the police during a rally in Nabanno by several activists of BJP. They were injured in the clashes with West Bengal police. According to the Chief Secretary Alapon Bandopadhyay, 89 people in Kolkata and 24 in Howrah have been detained by police. That's all from my side, sir.
All right, this was important for Kolkata. People who are in Kolkata are aware of this Obhijan, which was towards Nabonno. We move on to Asmita. Yes, Asmita, what all happening?
Hello, Safi. The Darjeeling unit of the BJP today adopted a resolution to create pressure on the central leadership for a permanent political solution in the hills. And the resolution was taken at a meeting of the Darjeeling District Committee held today. And Safi, however, the resolution did not mention any demand for a separate state of Gorkhaland. And Safi, another development, State Minister for Tourism Gautam Dev today came to Darjeeling to do a review of developmental works there. and among other things that he will check on are the Kashian Presidency College and the Central University and Mangpo, which are under construction. And that's all I have from the hill, sir.
All right, we move on to Port Blair now. Razia, what all happening?
Good evening, Shafi. Shafi, I would like to start with the revised attendance rules for government employees. The Central on Wednesday revised attendance rule for central government employees to prevent spread of novel coronavirus. As per the order issued by the Ministry of Personal Grievances and Pension, all government servants at the level of undersecretary and above shall have to attend offices on all working days. The decision was taken after reviewing the COVID-19 situation to regulate attendance of central government employees in offices with a staggered timing. For government employees below the level of undersecretary, at least 50% of attendance is to be ensured, and the head of the department may mandate attendance of more than 50% if required in public interest, and the timing would be 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. for is a one shift, and 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Another news is, Shafi, the Andaman Nicobar Command celebrated its 20th raising date today, and the command was raised on 8th October 2001 as the only joint services command of our nation with the components of Army, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard. The command paid homage to the martyrs on the occasion in a solemn wreath-laying ceremony at military station Bridgeganj. The last one is, Shafi, the Member of Parliament, Kuldeep Rai Sharma, will hold a webinar and interactive session with heads of various schools on the topic New Changes Faced by Students and Teachers. And the webinar New Changes Faced by the Students and Teachers is scheduled to be organized on October 12th. From 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and the expert panels have Dr. Anisha Judeda, is a assistant professor, Department of Psychology, Lady Shri Ram College for Women, University of Delhi, and Dr. Shruti Joshi from University of Allahabad. The webinar will be moderated by Srimati Manisha Chaurasia, Assistant Professor, Lady Shri Ram College for Women, University. So that's all from Port Blair, Shafi.
All right, Asmita, Razia, Riddhi, thanks for joining Reporters Diary. Viewers, this is all we have this evening in Reporters Diary. Please do join us again tomorrow. We are live usually on our Facebook page as well as on our YouTube channel. This is it for now. Thanks for watching.